Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniXTCG, and my gosh, we have a lot of content to get through. Why is that, you may ask? Because as of this morning, it's Friday the 11th of July in 2025, we have the full set list for Gundam card game's first booster set, Newtype Rising. So for this video, we're going to go over all the cards that we haven't seen so far, and then after that, my lord, we got a lot to digest, so just stay tuned to the channel for more content, and let's hop into it right off the bat. All right, so I apologize if I accidentally double post any of these cards, but I'm fairly certain the list I have here are the cards that we have not seen so far. So starting off with the Skye Easy, this is a level 3 2 cost that has the stat line of 1/3. It says during link, activate action once per turn, choose one unit, it regains 1 HP. Now its a link condition is white based team, so you've actually got quite a few people that can link with it. You've got Amuro Ray, you've got Sayla Mass, you've got Hayato and Kai, so you have a lot of people that can link with this. And then just having this on the board, and every turn it's alive, you're allowed to just heal something. This is going to be kind of a lightning rod. Depending on who you put on it, this is probably going to just be like a 2/3. In some cases, it would be a 1/4. But I think Sayla's probably a prime target for this. You don't want to waste your Amuro unless like it was a pivotal play. But this is, I think, going to be pretty cool. You can kind of harass with it, get some good easy damage in on like bases, and then just like heal stuff until they have to get rid of it. Next card we have here is Shinlong Gundam. This is a level 5 4 cost. The high level Gundam wing cards continue. Art is diabolical. Like, this is so good looking. Look at him holding the Leo. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm geeking over the art. Now, this is a level 5 4 cost 4/4, so big body. This is the boss card essentially for Wufei. Breach 4 and then attack. Choose one enemy unit with blocker that is level 3 or lower and destroy it. This is nasty because this gets rid of pretty much every valid blocker that's not an LR right now. I mean, granted, you do have perfect strike and launcher strike. Yes, okay, I understand that. But you're looking at Ilfriths, you're looking at, there's a lot of like Zorts, you're looking at a lot of cards that will get insta wiped by this thing. So I'm actually looking at this like, wow, that's actually pretty strong. And then a 4/4, brother, a 4/4. Plus the fact that once you have Wufei under this guy's gonna be impervious to like a lot of damage from the early to mid game. Yeah, nah, this is a doozy. Next card we have here is the Zaku 2. Now, I know it's the vanilla, but when vanillas have a specific role in place, they will be put into videos like this. This is a level 2 1 cost 2/2, which just means that, you know, going second, this is just another 1 cost that you can actually play out. This is just another like threat that you can play out. So yeah, Zaku's are going in, and the stonks are eyes. Speaking of vanillas that also come with Zeon, you have the Goof, and this is a level 2 2 cost that has the same stats essentially like Strike Dagger. So we've got another EX based buster, and with a deck like this, it's very important to have cards that can one tap the EX base, because you have so many 1-drops that you can lay down that you can just like slide through their bases or their shields, and then try to push through with game with some high maneuver later. Next card we have here is the Rasheeds Maganek, and this is it Rashid? It might be Rashid. It's been a long time since I watched Gundam Wing, but it's a level 3 2 cost that says deploy one of your green units, or choose one of your green units. During this turn, it may choose an active enemy unit with 4 or less AP as its attack target. It's a 2/3 with the link Maganek Corpse. So Maganek Core. So you have basically, this is the thing here, right? This card is going to come down and allow you to punch something that they don't want you to touch. I find it to be a bit redundant because Wing Gundam LR is already going to do that. You're already going to punch active mode things. But this does choose any one of your green units. So depending on how you do this, this could actually be a very snap. Like, there are going to be turns where, you know, you might use Duo and Death Scythe on curve. But could you imagine a turn where you just want to eat something off the board real quick? And so, you know, you may actually be able to, in one turn, well, I think it's a 6 play? No, it's an 8 play, I think, to play Death Scythe, Duo, and Rasheeds Maganek, and just give it essentially the ability to punch something with 4 less AP, and then it's got first strike for the turn. So there's a lot of cool things I think you can do with this. I think we're just got to play a little bit more to find out whether this card is actually needed and warranted. Now, you have got the Gyaradoga heavy arm type. Now, this is a very interesting card, but it may be too clunky, I'm not sure. Level 4, 3 cost, and it's a 4-2 stat line. That's nice on the attack, but with a 4-2 stat line, you are getting like waxed by almost any piece of removal. Close combat finishes you, packs you up, sends you back to Cinder. But you have the activate main once per turn, 1, choose 1 enemy unit with 2 or less AP, deal 1 damage to it. This is kind of interesting. This gets rid of a lot of tokens, this may get rid of a lot of small bodies, but I think for the cost, level 4, 3 cost with that back end, you're just asking to be rested and attacked. You're asking to be pinged out the board or off the game. This is kind of just weird. I think this is like weirdly statted and it comes down a little too late for what the deck's trying to do. Next, we have the Gyaradoga sleeves, and this is like sort of interesting. It's a 3-2. Destroyed. It's 3-2 with 2-3 stats. Destroyed. Choose 1 enemy unit with 5 or less AP. Deal 1 damage to it. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like when destroyed because you can't really control when they're destroyed. You just kind of have to be at the mercy of whatever's going on, and I think that that's not proactive enough, especially for a Neo Zeon based deck. More Zeon cards. You have actually got the Skye, and this thing is a 3-2. Activate action. Once per turn, 1, choose 1 unit that is level 4 or higher. It gets +1 AP for this battle. Again, this is a nice effect, and it comes down a turn earlier than the previous one that's kind of like that. However, it still has a 2 HP stat, which leaves it very vulnerable to the shenanigans of blue, to the shenanigans of red. And yeah, I'm not really for this one. Now we got the Zoot. Zoot. Anywho, it's a 1-1, 0-2 stat line. Activate main support 1. Now I will say, personally, I'm not really for the 1-drop support 1, because what I really like doing is having a 1-drop out and then playing a support 2 on turn 2, using the support and then just busting the EX base right immediately. That allows you to curve very, very well into just pushing in somebody's life with aggression. But putting out a support on 1 doesn't really spark me the same way, because then you have to play generally a card that can't link, and that means that you're missing all of that momentum. So I personally do think that you want to turn 1, a 1-drop, turn 2, support 2, and then just go in from there. Now we have the Goon. There's nothing really here. There's nothing actually special about this card. It's just named the Goon, and I think that's hilarious. And if you don't know, you don't know, but I'm pretty sure most of you guys know. All right, moving on. We've got Gundam Ferrict. Gundam Ferrict is a 4-3-3-4. Yeah, level 4, cost 3, 3-4 stat line, and he says during link attack, choose 1 enemy unit, it gains -2 AP during this battle. I actually really like this. This guy should be the cleaner upper of just like trash units. Like, you literally every turn he's on the field, he's taking out something with minimal effort, and that makes him a 100% higher priority card to get rid of, simply because he's turning things with 2 attack and like 4 power, 2 attack and 4 HP into like 0 attack, 4 HP things that he will just eat. So this guy seems like he's just going to be a good cleaner upper of stuff. And as we get more and more Witch from Mercury cards, because I feel like they still have like the second half of the series to kind of get through, once we get more and more of that, I really do think that we're going to be able to have like some pretty cool combos. But as of now, I think that Witch from Mercury is more like a support theme, and I wonder if this is going to make it into any decks. Speaking of Witch from Mercury cards, we now have Choo Choo's Demi Trainer. This is a 2-2, level 2, 2 cost, 3-1 stat line, so wow, incredibly squishy. But attack, draw 1, then discard 1, much needed filter in this game that barely has draw or filter. Next card we got here is Kigali Sky Grasper. This is a level 2, 2 cost, 2-1, and when destroyed, choose 1 enemy unit that is level 2 or lower. Return it to its owner's hand. Okay, we're not mad at it, but so essentially it's when destroyed though, so we are mad at it, because if this is on deploy, you could put back so many things that can't link, as most level 2s or lowers tend to be, but this thing is on destroyed, and so they could just like bounce it. I mean, they could destroy it and whatever, they could have an established board and destroy it and just can't touch anything. Like, I don't like this card. I just personally don't like this card, but we shall see. And then So this is kind of like a gold rush to get Gundam product. I know a lot of people are not able to find what they're looking for, and I can't promise you that I'll be able to get you an in. But what I can promise you is if you keep an eye on stores that I work with, such as Hyper Beam Cards, as well as Mystic TCG, maybe, just maybe, you'll have a chance to buy some Gundam online if they ever move their product to their online thing. So go over to their sites in the description, their Facebooks, try to send some messages and see if you can secure some Gundam product for yourself. All right, back to the video. All right, so the next card we have here is Maku, and Maku is basically a really strong. I actually like this. I like this a lot. Like I had to reread this a couple times, but usually it feels like you have two main pilots for every deck, and then after those main pilots, you have like a side pilot. You know what I mean? And I think this is the definition. Like this guy may be like, I feel like if you're running red green, because I'm already very interested in running red green, your side pilot either has to be like Merida, but I think that when it comes to, it either has to be Merida in my opinion, or it has to be Maku. Maku is interesting. So he's a level 3 1 cost that says while this unit is Zeon, it gains Breach 1. So Breach 1 may seem funny, but Breach 1 allows you to go face and then still punch behind. Now Breach 1 isn't busting any bases, but Breach 1 most certainly is getting through them shields. And I think that that's actively crazy. Having Makuve's in hand just to be like, let me attach this to the Zaku and let this Zaku clear your body. But by the way, give me that shield too. It allows you to have some forward moving progress, and I think this actually just may be busted. Next card we have here is Dierka. And Dierka Elfman is a level 3 1 cost. He adds +1/+1, and basically when Link discard one, if you do, draw one. So this is the on-play Link effect. That's not that great, but he is part of the Zap boy band crew, and I think that that just kind of lends itself to what he can link to. His Buster Gundam is already really nice in the sense that you can double support. So I'm kind of here for it. I'm definitely kind of here for it. But yeah. Now the next pilot we have here is the Elon Sus. And Elon Sus is a level 4 1 cost. He gives +2/+1, so respectable. Gonna make his Gundam Ferric. Let me go back. Okay, a 5/5. So a 5/5 that can -2 on bodies is crazy. And what he says is activate action once per turn. If an enemy with unit with 1 or less AP is in play, this unit recovers 1 HP. So that is actively insane. If you have weenies or maybe tokens on board, this guy, or maybe even a small blocker, this dude is just going to start recovering. So actually, he's going to be a very high profile target if he gets established on the board, because he's just going to eat up bodies. And that's pretty intense. That is pretty intense. The next card we have here is Securing the Supply Line, and this is a level 4 2 cost. Just main, all friendly units that are level 4 or lower recover 2 HP. I think this is a little situational. White base does have a lot of level 4 or less, but you're probably gonna be splashing. Maybe in a mono blue this is good, but this is like situational because you have to have a board. Not every deck is gonna allow you to build a board that's gonna really like just benefit from all this, and blue has a lot of repair in it already. Next card we have here is Signs of a Revolution. This is a level 3 2 cost. Burst, draw 1. Very nice. Main, choose 1 rested enemy unit, deal 2 damage to it. You know what? Yeah, no. Like, I don't know if we have the room to put 4 in this, but Burst, draw 1 is very cute if it happened. But on top of that, main, choose 1 rested enemy unit, deal 2 damage to it. As long as it's attacked, or even if it's like blocked, you'll be able to pay 2 just to poke something. So this is like the closest blue's getting right now to a close combat, and I do not hate this card. It's just a matter of whether we're going to be able to fit it in our 50. Next, we have got Rasheeds Orders. This is a Rashid Karama. Bro, why? Wait, hold on. Why is this guy who's clearly not from Japan over here with 9 like, okay, look, whatever. Rashid Karama. All right, whatever. Level 3 1 cost, and main/action, choose 1 unit with that is level 4 or higher. During this turn, it may choose an active enemy unit with 6 or less AP as its attack target. Then he doubles as a pilot. They get 0/1. I don't hate this card. I'm not sure if we're like, if you're running a full Maganek like theme where you got Samrock's cheating them out, you've got Rasheed's Maganek, maybe this is going to be much better than expected. Being able to attack active modes is pretty cool. 6 or less AP is a pretty wide threshold. I'm just not sure about this one. This is definitely going to be like, let's test, let's see how the format goes out, let's see if this has a space in it. Next card we have here is Battle of Aces. This is a level 3 2 cost burst. Choose one enemy unit, deal 2 damage to it. So its burst is a close combat, but at main/action, choose one damaged enemy unit, deal 3 damage to it. This is actually really strong, especially considering how much ping there is in red. Like, if you can imagine something with 4 life and then hitting it once with Relula and then hitting it again with Battle of Aces and it's just gone. So and that only takes 3, I think 3 or 4 energy. I need to check Relula real quick. But this is actually really strong. I like this a lot. The next card we have here is Extreme Hatred. It's a level 6 1 cost, and it says main, choose 2 of your active units, rest them, and if you do, choose 1 enemy unit, deal 3 damage to it. I'm not quite sure about this one. I feel like in red, you have a lot of enemy or units that you either want to turn sideways to attack or turn sideways to support. So I'm not quite sure about turning just 2 units I have to the side just to deal 3 damage. But it also doubles as the pilot, Lonnie Garvey, which is going to be a +1/+0. I'm not really too high on this card, but as always, we need to test first. The next card we have here is the Assault on Torington base. This is a 1/1 action. Choose 2 friendly units. They gain +1 AP for the turn, so it's just a little booster, making your team go the extra difference. Also doubles as the pilot, Yonem Kirks. +1/+0. Decent. Not really, like I said, this one doesn't really stand out to me, but we'll see. Next card we have here is Zeon Remnant Forces. Level 2 1 cost. Main/action. Choose 1 enemy unit. Deal 1 damage to it. That's not bad, but it's not super impactful, so this is on the back burner. There may be a format where this comes in, but I just don't see this being a standout right now. With deck space only being at 50, you gotta be very selective of what you actually run. Then over here, you've got the Iron Fisted Discipline card. Level 2 1 cost, main/action, choose 1 enemy unit that is level 4 or lower. It gains AP -2 during this turn. Also, it doubles as a Chitauri Panledge, which is a +1/+0. A lot of people are gonna like this. She's a fan favorite character, but this is actually also not a bad card. Now, the only issue is that it has a stipulation of 4 or lower, but this is very much so anti-aggro. Like, you could put this card in your white decks if like Load the Ground like decks become too popular, and you just know that you're gonna have not only an academy pilot, but you're also gonna have something that can just blank attacks in the early game while you get stabilized. Now, this card is a dozy. Wow, like, this is a level 4 2 cost base called Zanzibar. And Zanzibar, it says burst, deploy this card, deploy, add 1 of your shields to your hand. And then if it is your turn, you may deploy 1 Zeon unit card that is level 4 or lower from your hand. So congratulations, if you've been testing and you've been having fun with Gelgoog by paying 4 for it, you're gonna love it when you can pay 2 for Gelgoog. Like, this is insane. This card in general, I just read it and I had to reread it to make sure I wasn't misreading it. Like, this is disgusting, and I feel like this will 100% be a format defining card. Now, the next one we have here is actually a weird one. This is a level 2 1 cost underground desert base. No additional effects other than its burst and deploy that a shield or that a base normally has, and it's just a 6 cost base. But I'm not sure if the difference between 5 and 6 is even that great, you know? Against green, it's almost negligible if they're playing something, if they're playing wing. But I guess against other colors, it could be good. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure how I feel about just these 6 bases but with no effects. We got the same thing over here in red for Mining Asteroid Palau. Yeah, it's just a 0/6. That's that. Really. Now, moving over, I just had to put this token here because this token's like the most goated token I've ever seen. It just looks so good. This is the Phantom 00, and it's just essentially Justice's backpack. But we're here for it because this looks amazing. And it's got blocker, it's a 2/2, and it comes from the effect of the SR. So yeah, those should be all the cards that we don't currently have. So those are all of the cards that we haven't seen yet. I've got so much to do over the next few days and not a lot of time to do it, so we'll be hammering out content for the release of set 1's full set list. Let me know in the description what kind of content you will want to see, and I'm going to be trying to weave that in as I get the things I think are on my checklist already. And yeah, I'm just super excited, guys. I'm super excited. We are going to be going full tilt into this game alongside of Fusion World. I'm going to start putting up a lot of stuff to the Patreon for both games, and yeah, this is a great time to be a card game fan. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and keep your eyes peeled because I think I actually have some giveaways coming up soon thanks to my sponsors. So see you guys later. Peace.